I am Kai Miner, Community Health, Intermountain Healthcare. I've been to Mental Health Awareness Night for 10 years, participate in the planning and also in the working of it. There is such a great need, and the greatest gap in our county most definitely is the mental health resources. But when you bring all the resources that do exist together, it's amazing how many things can overlap and how many partners can work together, and it's fantastic. You bring them to the table, and this is unlike any other awareness night out there, any other fair that's out there, because you actually have the directors of every single one of the agencies at the table answering the questions, answering those pertinent, very needed questions. And what's so great is that our whole goal is that not one person leaves this event without their questions answered, where they can know about the resources that are out there and that they can facilitate the needs of the people that they serve or know, or for themselves.
Brian Alba, Utah County Department of Drug and Alcohol. Probably from the beginning. I don't know how many years it's been, but I've been a volunteer each year, helping with ushering, registration, setting up. So I work for the Utah County Department of Drug and Alcohol, and Intermountain's a partner of ours. So I've been involved with them for several years. Networking and seeing how much this has grown, this event. It's gotten bigger and bigger each year. We're having to change venues to accommodate for the growth each year. It's very needed and something that we definitely need to be doing each year.
Okay, my name is Carrie Norton. I'm with the Utah County Health Department. This is my first time at Mental Health Awareness Night. I'm familiar with the resources, but I just wanted to come out and support them and to see such a great turnout and get to know community members. It's been great. Just to see if there's any new resources out there. I know that there's rooms full of resources, so I'm sure there's something that we're missing, so we just want to make sure we're aware of all the resources available for our community. I've learned that there's a lot of people in the community that want to help, so there's definitely help out there. There's definitely support. People want to help you, so take advantage of it.
So my name is Brianna. I actually have a bachelor's in psychology. And I'm kind of, obviously, I'm an advocate for promoting this. Yeah, for sure. Advocate for this, and it's also kind of opportunity for me to see kind of what's out there for different jobs and what we can kind of help with in the community. So this is my first year. It's great. The speakers were wonderful. Great, very, very concise, which is awesome because there's so much to discuss, and it kind of leaves it open-ended where, if you need to speak with someone, with all the booths, there are lots of resources here. So it's awesome to have, Just that there are more opportunities for more outreach than I had anticipated. So there's a lot more, like, for instance, Wasatch Mental Health. I didn't realize they had so many different locations, which is awesome. So the booths are so helpful. Everybody's been super awesome to be like, hey, let me tell you about my little area and what we do as a clinic. So
Scott Clough and just a bishop in Riverton. First time. We were given an invitation from local leaders up there. Didn't realize it was for Utah County, but we're here. We're glad we came though. Had some good takeaways. Obviously I work with adults and youth at church, so I've got a lot of good information to pass along, and also good resources to help out, even though we are not in Utah County. So there's some good general stuff that is not just there. So, I think just realizing how much this needs to be talked about, how much the community cares about it. I'm grateful for the awareness and being invited, because it's something that needs to happen also in our community. We do good in our community, but we only do good. So we do need to work on getting more connected.
Hi, I'm Julie Barner. I work in the Community Health Department at Intermountain Healthcare. And tonight I've had the wonderful opportunity to visit multiple different booths and to learn about several resources that are available. And it's not just I've learned that it's not just something with generic mental health issues. Like there's various disabilities that fall into this category, and so many different resources in our county to help with that, and it's a wonderful opportunity. Oftentimes we have questions and we don't think to reach out and ask about it, and we just go around and we hope that there's resources, but we don't think to look out and ask, and this is the perfect place to be for that. And I think if we have any questions afterwards, to make sure to reach out to these organizations or to reach out to the people who have put on this event, and to not be afraid to ask continued follow-up questions. That's what we're here for, and we want people to be successful in finding resources.
So my name is Angie Pearson. I'm with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I've been coming for 5 years, so this is my 5th year. Well, I've learned that there are different booths that I find out something I didn't know about. That I came last year, but I maybe wasn't needing that in my life last year. But this year I'm like, oh, that is actually going to help our family a lot. So I find something different every time I come. My biggest takeaway is I can call 211. And so if I didn't find the information, now I know where to go to get my information. I think it's great to see all these people out here and that we are going to make a difference in our community.
So Rand and Debbie, church leaders, that's fine.
And parents.
Just one other time, I think. Just one other time. We just had a really good experience. We had a great experience here listening to the keynotes. That was really good, really good.
Well, last year we found so many resources of which we weren't aware, and our need has grown to take advantage of those resources. So coming back again this year will become more important to us. So
I'm pretty interested in the 211. That was really interesting.
the grand
families.
families and suicide prevention is really probably our greatest interest to us right now. So that we're not alone. That there are so many resources and people to help us and organizations to help us and help our children and help whatever situation we're facing. And it's not, we just don't have to kind of climb those mountains on our own. I think that's...
And then it does help, right? Dr. Sandberg said 80% of people who do what they're supposed to do, right? Who want the help, it helps.
Yes, that I think that gives a lot of hope. It's encouraging, really, really encouraging. So it's been a good night. It's been a good night, and both keynote speakers were just a flood of information. We talk about personal interest as far as having family members that are suicidal, but we also are very involved with other people's lives, where we take care of children whose parents aren't able to take care of them right now. And knowing about some of those resources gives us hope that, hey, we can get help. We can get people to help care for the children, the parents, the grandparents. It's a big deal. We're all facing so much. We're all in crisis.
No, it's so true.
We are. It affects us in one way or another. So this year, the keynote speakers spoke. They gave us on a plate all this information that says, here, we've got help. We already have help. You just need to go find it. Go connect with the help that you need right now. And so I thought that was, this year's, those keynote speakers were really pinned it. Yes.
My name is Nedra Bell, and I'm a volunteer with NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness. I moved here 20 years ago. I have a son here that has a disorder, and I was asked to join the committee that does this. We started 10 years ago, and NAMI has wonderful programs, classes. They have a class called Family to Family for parents or siblings or whoever. And you learn so much and understand all the disabilities and their behaviors, medications. It helped me so much. I'm just a real staunch supporter of NAMI, so because it's been such a good thing in my life. This is the 10th year. The first year, Janet Frank, who called me and asked me to join the committee, we were filling bags for people to take the information. And she said, I think if we do 300 or 350, that would be wonderful. Every year we've probably had close to 450, either more or less. And this is our 10th year, and it looks like tonight. I think it's become a tradition where people look forward to it. And I am so interested in helping people because I know there's help. I know there's resources. I know people can be helped. And not only the ill people, but parents and those that support them and help them. I thought the speakers were both excellent. I love seeing the visuals. I have a hearing deficit, and so I have a little trouble sometimes, but it was so nice to have the visuals and be able to see and compare. I thought they were excellent. And I'm so happy that we had it here at the hospital. The hospital has always been a supporter and done so much for us that it's amazing to me. And this new area here in the hospital has been very excellent.
My name is Cameron Aldridge. I'm with the BYU Comprehensive Clinic. First time, yeah. Never been here before. It's been awesome. I wanted to get a feel of what else there is in the community besides the clinic that I work in. Just because a lot of times we like to collaborate and refer clients over to each other. And so it's cool to see how many options there are and how people focus on different things. So it's a good experience. Besides all the great candy, it would probably be just how available and invested all these different providers are, and just the variety of different services that are offered that really can help people that they need. Just the sheer number of booths actually that are here, like the sheer number of people that are here that care enough to show up and help people know what exactly they're all about is actually what influences me the most right now. I think it's great that there are so many people, and I love to see all the ecclesiastical leaders here too, and I think that's really important so that they know where to refer board member church members to, so it's awesome.